Hello, this is Stacy right here, and as you can see, this is the service status for Long Island Railroad and Metro-North. As you can see, the Montauk branch has planned work. It's busing, of course, and so does the Waterbury branch. And the Babylon branch, surprisingly, because it gets the best service of the Long Island Railroad, they had delays because of a customer in need of medical assistance half an hour ago. Yeah. And I'm gonna click on all train schedules. Here's a thing I want to talk about. Ronkonkoma. See, they only are running trains hourly, even with the second track, and that's because they're doing installation of concrete ties on the old tracks that were already there before the second track was installed. But as you can see, on like Monday through Friday, there are like crazy super express trains on peak hours. See that there. I really like how they added more Greenport trains. They are, but in the 2030s, they are planning on extending electrification double track to Yaphank. We'll go past areas like, well, it's already went past Hermanville, where the Ronkonkoma Yard is. That's an old train station along with Lakeland. It was built before Ronkonkoma was. Then Holbrook, Holtsville, Medford, Yaphank. Well, before Yaphank, there's Bartlett's and Fireplace, but they're no longer official areas or towns. And they're no longer part of the stations on the line. It's just Medford and Yaphank. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna go back. And you know, I did an earlier draft for this video, and I don't want to forget this. So I'm going to schedules. I forgot this in my last video. There are still bridge plates in use on the Hudson line. And then, here's the thing about the Harlem line schedule. Mm-hmm. On the weekends, they're not running Wassaic Express trains during the one Wassaic Express train that runs during the rush hour on AM and PM. AM on Saturdays, PM on Saturday and Sunday only, and PM reverse peak on Sunday, like evenings, Sunday nights, whatever that is. There's a lot of extra changes on this thing. Like there's some holidays where there's some Crestwood trains that are extended to North White Plains. And I'm going to tell you something, the reason why they're doing Crestwood trains is because of the track work on the 2-track section between Crestwood and North White Plains, which they are going to add a 3rd track to in a couple of years along the Long Island Railroad main line. Both of those lines need it. I think the Long Island Railroad main line needs it more, though. Sure, they have a 3rd track at Maryland Avenue and at Westbury. So I don't want to make this video too long like my rant about high school was. But there's like no Wassaic trains on a weekend that go straight to Grand Central anymore because of this track work. But there's also these these local or semi-express trains, whatever you consider it, trains to Crestwood. Stop at Fordham in the Bronx only. And on holidays, there's also additional like trains that stop at Crestwood first and then go to North White Plains. And then the Hudson Line. Was it this one? No, it was this one. Actually, they fixed it now. So, there was actually Beacon terminating trains. And once every 2 hours, there was a train north of Beacon. So back to the Long Island Railroad. I know Pine Power already covered this, but the concrete tie installation, the lack of a train right here, that will make this train crowded. And I might be traveling to Huntington on this weekend to see if they're using cheese buses. That's another word for school buses, because that might happen. Pine Power made a lot of videos where they were using cheese buses to substitute Long Island Railroad trains. So funny. Well, not for them. And then the Far Rockaway branch. Nothing really to say here, it's more fair than the Port Jefferson branch. And there's one thing I want to mention that hardly anybody has mentioned before, is the unfair service treatment that the West Hempstead branch gets, despite how popular the towns are it goes through. It's just lack of funding causes trains to terminate at Valley Stream and run past Westwood, Malvern, Lakeview, Hempstead Gardens, and West Hempstead, some of the most forgotten stations on this railroad. Trains running every 2 hours. Whereas, the best branch in the system to ride, the Babylon branch, remember it still gets crowded, but not nearly as much as the main line, gets preferential treatment. Just like I said that elementary schools do in my high school need to be fixed video. They have super express trains, run diesel equipment through there. They have additional trains. They have like 2 or 3 trains per hour. Especially at night, they have 3 trains per hour. When you'd think they have less service. So this video is getting long, so I'll cut it here. Bye.